Hello,
Hi there. My name's Alison. What is your name?
my name is Shaheen. I'm from India.
From India, right. And which part of India are you from?
I'm from Maharashtra. It's just near to the middle part of India.
Okay, great. Nice to meet you. And
Nice to meet you too.
have you been with Cambly for long, or is this your,
No, I think it's my sixth or seventh lesson.
and are you enjoying it?
Yeah, of course.
Good. So, are you a student or are you working?
I'm working.
You're working, and what do you do?
I'm running my own school, but I do not work in a teaching department. I'm just working in an administration department. And I want to brush up my communication skill due to lockdown. I am getting a little bit extra time, so I just thought why not to take advantage of that time, and I have decided to take an IELTS exam.
All right.
So I'm taking IELTS classes.
Okay, so when are you planning to take the IELTS exam?
I haven't decided date. First, I thought I'll practice, and when I'll feel confident, or any teacher will tell me that you are ready to give the IELTS exams, then I'll decide the date.
I see. And what sort of school do you own? What sort of things do you
It's a
teach? Is it
private It's a private school, private English medium school.
English?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what would you like me to help you with today? Is there anything in particular you would like to do?
I checked your profile. You help student with with IELTS. So I
Yes.
thought I'll take a lesson from you.
Okay. Have you seen the Cambly IELTS courses?
Yeah,
Yeah. Would you like to try one of those?
yeah,
Yeah. Do you know? Are you familiar with the IELTS, the layout of the exam, the parts one, two, three, etc.?
yeah. Yeah, listening, speaking, reading, writing.
Yeah.
Four different criteria are there, and then different sessions are there with the speaking exam, with the writing, listening, and reading as well. So
Yeah.
I have gone through it, so I have little bit information about it. So I just thought that I'll take a lesson from you on speaking or listening or reading, whatever you want.
Oh, okay. I'll get one of the Cambly IELTS lessons, and you can have a look. Let me have a look. Which part are you more would you like to practice the most? Because the Cambly lessons are split into part one, part two, and part three of the speaking tests. Part one are the shorter answers. Part two is the timed answer, and part three are the longer answers. So, would you like to start looking at some part three ones, maybe?
If our time is enough for all the three exams, we will do all the three. Or if you thought that time is not enough for that, take anyone.
Yeah, because we can do a mock test if you want. Would you like to do that? But
Yes.
usually it's better to get yourself familiarized with each part before you go to do a mock test.
Yeah, yeah,
So
sure.
I usually start with students on part three because they are the longer answers of the parts one and three.
Absolutely fine.
Yep, okay, I'll get one up now. So the first topic I have on the IELTS part three is holidays and vacations. Okay, so
Holidays and vacation.
I'll just flick through. Are you familiar with the IELTS rubric? How they rate your scores?
Yeah, and cohesion 25%, lexical resources 25%, grammar range and accuracy 25%, and pronunciation and intonation 25%.
Yeah, the scores do actually start at zero, but Cambly recommend that people don't do these tests normally unless they have previously done an IELTS test and have got at least a level five, a basic score of five. But your English sounds very good, so I don't think we need to worry about that. Um, so, okay, so here are the three parts. Part one is a list of up to 12 questions, which are very short questions relating to yourself, okay? Part two, most people find the hardest because you are given a topic, you only have 1 minute to prepare your answer, and then you have 2 minutes to talk about your answer. So that one most people find the hardest because it is timed. Part three are more about the broader aspects of a question and are not necessarily relating to your personal life. They are just about your opinion on general topics. So that's the one we're going to look at today, this part three. Okay.
All right.
I'll go straight to the questions. Right, so to prepare you for these questions, we have some vocabulary and some phrases relating to holidays and vacations, okay? So the first one is to reach. Do you know what that means?
Yeah, reach means we left for some destination and we reached there.
Yeah, I think you're going to know. And to set off?
Set off means ready to go.
Yeah. Boring?
Boring means you don't like.
Yeah, boring is boring, yeah. Memorable?
Memorable means some good memories. We have done something good and we recall it.
Yeah. And essential?
Indispensable, necessary.
Yeah, good. And the nouns recommended are advice, option.
Advice means when we take a piece of advice. If I ask you something, advise me on some topic. And option means so many, three, four things are there, and we have that option, and we have to choose one.
Very good.
And then brochures. Brochures means some information is there on the card, or
Yes,
it's like advertisement or something. It's a
correct.
brochure.
It's a brochure.
Present
You pronounce it
bro-
brochure. Brochure.
brochure.
Yeah.
Brochure. Correct me my grammatical mistakes and pronunciation because I'm working
Yes.
on it.
Anything. Yes,
Uh,
I'll correct you. Yeah. Okay.
uh,
For everything else, the phrases now, there are different ways. Are you familiar with that
uh,
phrase?
yeah. Means we have options and we can do the things like this way, or this way. Means multiple options are there to do one thing.
Yeah.
Then holiday destination. If suppose I have decided to come to the London and London is my holiday destination,
Yeah.
for
You would
example.
you
From time to time means
yeah, I was just going to say, when you say you are going to London, you would never say the London, it's just
okay, okay.
London.
Okay, London. Yeah. We should not use the article before country name. Yeah,
That's
I
correct.
forgot.
Well, not all. Some you do. Like for the United States, you would use the for the United States. So it's not always 100%. And from time to time.
Time to time means we do the work like we are having breakfast on time and we are going to office on time. Means time to time we are doing something. Time to time means
Yeah,
assigned task.
time to time means more like occasionally. It means we don't do it all the time. If we do something
Okay,
from time to time, it means occasionally.
okay.
And an affordable plan.
It's financial. If I have suppose $100 in my pocket and the plan is of $200, then it's not affordable. Or if it is in $100, it's affordable for me.
Very good. And the linking words, which I'm sure you know, are however, whereas, and it depends.
However, means uh, how then I knew it, but I know it in my language. However, means okay, if it is like that, however it is like that, I'll do so.
Exactly. It's to compare two topics within a sentence. So
Uh-huh.
you would
And
say, I like chocolate. However, the sugar is not good for me. So you're saying one option, and then in the rest of the sentence, you are saying the opposite.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whereas,
You
sorry, whereas means uh, like he is a good person, whereas he is doing so and so.
Yes, yeah,
Is
that's
it
great.
correct
Yeah, good
example?
example. That's a good example. Yes, that's good.
And it
And
depends if
it,
somebody offer me something, I'll tell that it depends on the time.
yeah, so it's conditional.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Okay. I won't go into this because it's too easy for you. I won't do that either. These are too easy for you. So I mean, your English is advanced. So we'll go straight to the question. So in the part three, your answers, try to aim for 4 or maybe 5 sentences. So you don't want to talk for a great length, but you do want to expand on your answer. So when you're answering, try and start by saying, in my opinion, or most people, then give the reason why you are saying it, and at the end, try and make a small conclusion if you can. Okay, so have a go with this one. So, how do
Please, could you repeat? Please, could you repeat it because the sound was breaking there.
sorry, yeah. The answers to question three, you need to aim for around 4 to 5 sentences is about the right length. I mean, it's not strictly, but that's what to aim for, depending on the question. You need to introduce your answer by saying something like, in my opinion, or something like that. Then you will give the main answer, and at the end, try and make a small conclusion if you can, or give an example of your answer. Okay, so the question is, how do people in your country choose their destinations?
Could you repeat, please? Again, voice back.
Yeah, how do people in your country choose their destinations for a holiday?
Okay, fine. In my opinion, people choose their vacation according to their budget, their timing, and according to the schedule of their kids. Because it should be affordable to their pocket. It should not be much expensive. They should be able to pay the bills of their hotel, their traveling, their food, and according to the hotel they choose according to their budget. And suppose, for an example, a family want to travel to abroad. They have to save the money. I think before at least few months before they have to start saving money for their vacation. And they, according to, they'll choose the hotels and the destination and all those things. And for example, suppose I had gone last year to other state in my country. I had decided my budget, how many members we were, and I have calculated the fare and our hotel bills and extra shopping what we are gonna do. So like that, I had made all the calculations, and then I decided the destination which is affordable for us according to our budget. And
Yeah.
definitely, I'll conclude that definitely each and everyone should plan their vacation according to their budget, because it should not happen that they are going somewhere and they are spoiling their all memories, or they cannot enjoy due to some reason. So definitely it would be a good idea to plan their vacations according to their budget, their family, their vacations, their time, everything.
Okay, right. So, yeah, the basis of your answer was good, the reason why, but it was too long. You need to condense it, and also it was a little bit repetitive. Um, the examiners don't like you like you kept saying the budget, the budget, the budget, which
Finance,
uh, so you need
finance,
to,
and
yes,
like that
exactly.
words. I should
So
change the vocabulary.
not change it, just don't just mention it once. I mean, to say budget is absolutely great, it's a good word, but just say it once, and but don't keep saying it. And also,
All right.
I mean, budget is one reason, but this is asking for probably more than one reason. So another thing you could say is, how do people choose their destinations? Would be maybe you talk about the budget, but maybe give another reason. Like, for example, I don't know, they want to learn about the culture in another country, or they have relatives living in another country. So maybe give 2 examples, but not too long. Okay. But I mean, the actual answer was great, but just too long. And there was one small grammar thing. It's small. You said not cost much expense. Oh, sorry, much expensive, you said. And you should have said too expensive, not much expensive.
Okay.
It's only a small thing. I mean, that's nothing.
I think it's a collocation.
Yes.
Okay.
And so the next part of that question is, how do you choose, you personally, how do you choose your holiday destination normally?
Shall I answer?
Yeah.
I'll choose my destination according to the environment of that place. I would like to visit that place to learn some new things, like their culture. I would like to visit the historical places about that area, especially. And definitely, that place should give me some memorable memories for my future, and me and my family should enjoy there, and
That's enough.
place should be comfortable.
That is fine. That's enough. That was really good. That was a lot better. That was good. Well done. Okay. Right. So what kind of transportation do you prefer on vacations?
Certainly, I'll take my finances. If I have good financial conditions, I'll take a flight, air transport. If it is not much, I'll prefer train or taxis like that. So I'll choose my transportation according to my financial savings for my vacation.
Okay, that's fine. That's okay. That's enough. Okay, so which one of those transportations do you find to be more convenient?
Air travel is more convenient. It's not time consuming, and it is comfortable.
Yep. Okay, that's fine.
So
No, that's okay. That's enough. I mean, some you will only want to give short answers, and some a little bit longer, but that's great. That's good. You answered the question and you answered it well. Okay, so do you prefer traveling alone or in a group? So in this one,
sometimes,
yeah,
I love to travel alone. Sometimes with group. But I don't like much to travel with family, because when family is there with us, they restrict us. Don't go here, don't go there, don't do this and don't do that. But with friends, I really enjoy it, because they are of my age and our niche are same, our likes and dislikes are same. So we enjoy it a lot together. No one says that don't do this and that. We are like-minded people. So I love to go with my friends,
yeah,
definitely.
that was good. I mean, and you use some good expressions like-minded. I mean, that would up your score. Anything like any phrases or idioms, anything you can use always improves your score. So that was good. So what would you say are the advantages and disadvantages of traveling alone or in a group?
Traveling alone or a group, advantages and disadvantages are like, when you are alone, there is a little bit risk of getting robbed, or when you are staying at hotel, maybe if it's a good place, then it's okay. Otherwise, it may be a little bit threatening. Or when you travel alone, maybe when taxis or other people, they are good or not, you may not aware of those things. And when and advantages of traveling alone is you can go whenever you want, you can eat whenever wherever you want, because when we are in a group, some friends will say, I want to go to this restaurant, I want to try this dish, I want to go somewhere else. But there are advantages of traveling together, like we are supportive at night time, our friends are together, and we can make fun, we can enjoy with each other. So in both the conditions, advantages and disadvantages are there.
That's excellent. That was really, really good. That was excellent. Well done. Okay, so that's the end of these. Actually, I'll go, just go back to that. So I would say, just to give you a bit of feedback, your strengths are you're very, very coherent. I can understand you perfectly. Your grammar is, on the whole, very good. I mean, you make the odd mistake, but even English people make mistakes, so that is fine. Um, the one thing I would always make sure, I mean, you didn't do it, I think once, only once you did it, is try to always answer the question in the tense that it is asked in. So that if they ask you something, what are you doing, which is in the present tense, you would answer in the present tense. Okay, that's very important. Um, I would try maybe to increase the amount of idioms and phrases you use, but that is just practice. I mean, it'll just happen. And
Yeah, I have learned some idioms and advanced vocabulary expressions, but it's when I speak on the spot, it's not coming in my speaking. I think it's a part of practice.
it's definitely practice, yes. I mean, maybe which what I do with a lot of my students is we will actually pick a topic for say the next lesson that we're going to do on IELTS, and then I will send them a list of idioms and vocabulary related to that subject. They will learn it, revise it, and then use it in the next class. That is a real good. That is a good way of doing it. I mean, obviously, you can't do that in the test, but while you are practicing, it's a good idea. Okay. Um, I was going to say to improve on, not a lot really. You started off when you first started. I mean, I already told you your answers were too long, but you've now managed to condense them well. So that is good. So well done. I think we've got a couple more questions, so we'll have a look at those now. Oh, these are examples of the answers that they say are good. But I won't go through them now because it's going to take all your time up. But I will send you a link to this lesson afterwards, and you can look at them in your own time because otherwise it's going to use all your minutes. So I'll send them to you, and you can review them in your own time. It'll just give you an idea of what they are looking for, right?
Okay. Next time when I book lesson with you, I'll message you in advance. You send me the stuff. I'll prepare it and
Yeah,
then we will do
that's
it.
great. Yeah, yeah. I'll pick you if you make a reservation. Send me a message, and I'll prepare a topic, and I'll send you some idioms or vocabulary, just something. Okay. All right. So I'll also send you a link to this lesson so you can check it out. Okay. Oh, actually, here are some idioms that we can look at now. The first one is no hard feelings. Have you heard that before?
No,
All right. So
no.
it's when maybe you've had words with somebody, or you've had to do something that you don't like to do, you would say to that person, no hard feelings, which means I've done something I don't want to do, but I have to do it. So the example they have
Oh,
given you, I'm sorry I had to fire you, but no hard feelings. So you are sorry you had to do something, but it's nothing personal. Okay.
okay.
The next one is to be all ears. Have you heard that one before?
Yeah, to be all ears means whenever situation is taking you, you are going in the flow.
Um, not really.
It's not planned,
No, to be all ears.
or you are listening very you are
Yeah,
carefully listening.
yeah. It's like today. A good example today. I had a student say to me, "Oh, teacher, I've got a good story I want to tell you." And I said, "Oh, good, I'm all ears." So it means you are listening intently. Okay. Excuse me. And the next idiom is to have mixed feelings about something. Have you heard that one?
Uh, yeah, mixed feelings. You are feeling good and bad simultaneously. Same time, you have both the kind of feelings.
Yeah, it means you're uncertain about something. Okay. So would you like to try and make a sentence with each of these just for practice?
Definitely.
So try with no hard feelings first.
No hard feelings. So, uh, could you please tell me the meaning of that expression once again?
Yeah, it's when you have to do something that you know is going to upset the person, but you don't want to do it, but you have to do it. Like the example they've given you, "I'm sorry I have to fire you, but no hard feelings."
Mm, I said my clerk that I have no option, and today I have to give you some extra work, but no hard feelings.
Very good. Yes, that's great. And the next one to be all ears.
All ears. Yeah. Uh, my nephew had a complaint, and he was crying, and he come to me that I wanna tell you something, and I said him I'm all ears.
Yeah, that's good. And to have mixed feelings about something.
Mixed feelings. One of my colleague got retired, so I had mixed feelings for him because he was going to take holidays for permanent. He will enjoy his life, and he will not be with me for anymore. So I had a mixed feeling.
Very good. Yeah, that was great. Okay. I won't do these. I'll go on to another question because these take up too much time. You can look at these. So here's another practice question. So can people learn a different culture by traveling?
Of course, people can learn different cultures by traveling, by exposed to the different people, by meeting different people. Of course, they can learn.
Okay. And do you think that tourists are responsible for damaging the environment?
Yeah, some some irresponsible people, definitely they are responsible to damage the things.
Yeah.
Responsible people may not do this, but some irresponsible people can do.
Can you give me an example?
If suppose small kids are traveling with their parents or relatives, definitely they are gonna throw the garbage in the river or seaside, or they can, if suppose in museum some historical things are there, and there is written that don't touch it, but kids, they are not aware, and definitely they are going to touch, and they are going to damage the things.
Good, well done. I've just posted you a link. I don't know if you can see it. That is to this lesson, so you can look at it again afterwards. Okay, so what would you say was your worst trip that you've ever had?
Sorry.
What was the worst trip that you have ever had?
Really, I don't have that kind of experience. I can give you an imaginary
Go
answer.
on.
I had gone to I had gone to a trip, and the transportation agency was not good, hoteling was not good, and the food they provide was not good. So that was a horrible experience for me.
Good, well done. Okay, so we're going to run out of time. We've only got 40 seconds left. So what do you think of these lessons? Do you like this method?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, of course. I
I
like it
have
a lot.
actually got I've got an app where I have all the up-to-date IELTS questions, the ones that they are currently asking. So next time, if you want, we can go through some of those because they are current and up to date. These are quite old ones from previous tests, but the ones I have are the ones they're asking now. So we can look at some of those next time, and maybe look at some parts 1 and parts 2 as well. Okay, so if I pick a
Definitely.
topic, I'll send you a message with some idioms and things to practice.